Hello everyone and welcome to my new series, The Legend of Zelda, Phantom Hourglass, for, in inverted commas, the Nintendo DS. I am not playing this on a DS, I'm playing it on the Wii U, but it's a weird kind of DS emulator built into it, which I've not really used much before, so this should be interesting. This is actually a really good game, but it does have one massive drawback, which we will get to in time. But for now, if you've heard anything bad about this game, try and ignore that. It is a really good game if you can ignore the huge heap of shit that we'll get to somewhere around, episode 10 is when you'll realise how much of a heap of bullshit it is. But otherwise, it is a really good game. It's a direct sequel to Wind Waker, so we're kind of following on directly from that plot. And I really don't want to say much more, rather than just straight launching into the thing. Let's roll! And start from here. Our story begins not long ago. There was a young girl, savvy to the seas, and head of a band of pirates. Her name was Tetra, and she was pretty, brash, and brave. Tetra and her handsome pirate set out to explore the vast and unfamiliar seas. Out of island music. One day at a stop on an island, Tetra met a young boy dressed in green. After a series of strange events, the two began travelling together. They found old ruins and light enveloped Tetra. At once, she transformed into a beautiful princess. Her lineage traced back to an ancient, ruined kingdom. She was Princess Zelda of the Kingdom of Hyrule. Just then, a huge, ominous king appeared. He carried Princess Zelda away. The evil king sought the sacred power passed down to the Hyrulean princess. He schemed to take the power and use it himself. The boy chased after him, determined to save the princess. The boy crossed seas and climbed mountains. The journey was perilous. He slayed evil monsters and used their power to become a true hero. After long and hard adventuring, he defeated the evil king. And beautiful Princess Zelda was rescued at last. Later, the two set out with the brave pirate crew in search of new lands. Yes, they set sail together. A happy pirate ending. So, what did you think of my amazing paper cutouts? Did you guess that Tetra was really Princess Zelda? Hey, Doctor, are you sleeping, Swabby? Doctor! Doctor! Stop messing around down there. You're both supposed to be on lookout. Ugh, some legendary hero you are. Who'd believe you saved me from the evil king? Princess Zelda, we're nearly at that spot in the sea. I told you not to call me Zelda. Tetra worked just fine before, But enough about that. So this is where the ghost ship is said to appear. Stay on the lookout for a creepy-looking ship. Are you sure this is a good idea? What about all those ships that have gone missing? I say the ghost ship is behind all of it. That's right, Nico. Every ship disappears. And it's all because of that scary ghost ship. Ghosts? Hey, Tetra. They say these seas are protected, yeah? Something about a spirit called the Ocean King. Wouldn't a spirit like that protect the ships? Unless there really is an evil ghost ship. Don't be ridiculous. There's no such thing as a ghost ship. I bet it's just some pirates who are up to no good. I'll expose them as a bunch of frauds. and remind them that there are rules to being pirates. I doubt there really is an Ocean King anyway. Hey, look. The air feels chilly. Eerie, even. I say we take a detour around this creepy place. Quit being so scared. We're here to see the world, not take detours. Ship ahoy! Tetra, I can see a ship. Yeah, a ship. Up ahead. It's the ghost ship! These waters really are cursed. And you call yourself a pirate? It's just a ship. But it does look like it could be the ghost ship. There might even be a load of treasure on board. That's it. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Doctor! Save me! Doctor! Save me, Doctor!
Oh, phew, you're awake. You weren't moving, so I thought you were done for. But it looks like you're gonna be okay. I'm Sealer. As you can see, I'm a fairy. I was fluttering around out here and found you. What happened? What? A ghost ship? Your friend was taken away by a ghost ship? So you were following after her, and you got separated from your own ship, huh? Is this the ghost ship that people have been talking about? They say that those it takes are never seen again. You want to know more about the ghost ship? Grandpa will know all about it. I lost my memory a long time ago. When I woke up on this beach, Grandpa rescued me. He's very sweet, you know, so you've got nothing to worry about. Our house is up there off the beach. Come on. Oh, can you walk? Tap the direction you want to walk to move with your stylus.
One of the first most controversial things about this game is how it controls. I'm touching the screen there and you can see that Sealer moves exactly where I point the cursor, well, the stylus, so she's kind of, and then Link will always kind of move towards her. I actually really like this system. It does take some getting used to, but generally it actually works pretty well. I was ready to hate it when I first played this game, and I was amazed by how much I didn't. We've got a map, as you can see on the top screen, which is, you know, the smaller screen here. I've got this kind of layout, and there are some bits where I will need to switch to a vertical layout, but for now this is the layout I'll stick with my visualizer on it, of course. That'll start updating as we start doing things, but for now... Ah, hello, traveller. So your name is the Doctor. I am Oceus, and I live on this island. Sealer told me all about what happened to you. I also hear your friend was taken by the ghost ship. I understand you want to find the ghost ship, but you must not.
But Grandpa, what are you saying? The Doctor's friend was carried away.
Pure evil fills the sails of the ghost ship. It roams the seas in search of victims to capture, and no one has ever escaped from it. It's best if you stay far away from that ghost ship. No, to seek out that ship is to seek out your doom.
That's why we have to do something, Grandpa.
No mercy. You've already made up your mind, haven't you? Young people. There is a port to the east of here. A sailor by the name of Linebeck should be there. He'll be willing to tell you more of the ghost ship. Look at your map. The harbour is here. Look at that, it points it out on the top screen.
You mean that guy who came to visit, Grandpa? He asked about the ghost ship, I remember him. I'll go with the doctor and show him who he is. It's okay, right, Grandpa?
Yes, I don't see why you can't go along. I'm sure you can help the doctor.
Thank you, Grandpa. Let's go, Doctor.
He's always been antsy, that one. Now, Doctor, lately there have been many monster sightings. I gave in to you and told you about Linebeck, but you be careful out there. So, as you can see from the map on the top screen, we just need to make our way across this bridge to the right, and then we're good to go.
What's that rumbling? Another earthquake? So many quakes lately, so many monsters. Bad signs for sure, and I bet there are even worse things to come.
And indeed, there goes the bridge. Oh heavens, that quake just broke the bridge again. So many quakes lately, and the bridge breaks every time there's a big one. There's a second way to get to town, fortunately. Unfortunately, it's right through a frightening cave full of monsters. What to do? Well, wait for the bridge to be fixed, of course. So, you might be able to have an idea from the map about where that kind of cave goes, but we'll get to there, or how to connect over, but we'll get there in a second. Ho there, friend! Try tapping on me! Yep, that's how it's done. Just tap on people to speak with them. Anyway, I've just had a bit of battle over my garden here. That quake just heaved a bunch of rocks into the middle of my patch. Would you mind moving them? Simply tap a rock to pick it up, but then tap where you want to throw it. So indeed, I tap a rock, pick it up, tap there to chuck it, and we can just pick them up and chuck them this way. As I say, you'll always be able to tell what I'm doing on the touchscreen by looking at what Sealer is doing at any given point. Thanks a plenty, you really helped me out there. It's not much, but here's something for your trouble. Please, I insist. You got a green rupee. It's worth 1 rupee. At least it doesn't say don't spend it all in one place in this game. What's with the dirty look? Think I'm a cheapskate? Fine, here's a hot tip. Look at your map. There's a tree on that spot. Go bash it really hard. Now here's something fun we can do. While we're in this mode, we can just press Menu, Map, and we swap our screens over. And this way, I can actually mark the map. I'll just put a little circle there and write tree above it. My handwriting is bad at the best of times, and it's nowhere better when it's done through a janky stylus, so there we go. But yeah, and also at any point you can press down on the D-pad, and you'll also swap the screens over. Very handy. So, there's a little reminder before we get there later. I recommend you drop that down on your map before you forget it. To scribble on your map, tap menu, then tap map. Well, I already did that, but thank you. Right, so the way we connect, if we look at the map, the way we connect is this tunnel here leads over to there. Or is it there? I think it's that lower one. Let's just erase that. There we go. That's the way I'm pretty sure this connects. So, in order to do that, we need to go up here to the north. So, let's follow up that way. Monsters! Look out, Doctor! It's way too dangerous. You need something to defend yourself with. We have to go back. Nonsense. If we ignore them and get round to here, we will find, much like in Wind Waker, there's an impassable copse of trees. So, indeed, let's go back and speak to Oceus. Oh my god, I'm actually having the shit kicked out of me by these choo-choos. Tried the path to the north, did you? Sealer, don't pretend you never forgot I told you never to go that way. I think I said never too many times there. We've seen so many quakes to rattle the island recently, Doctor, and monsters have been seen closer and closer to town. Be cautious, young ones. That cave up north leads to the port, it's true. But that path will be crawling with monsters. Do not even think of it. I'm sure someone will get around to repairing the bridge. Cool. Helpful.
Well, Grandpa wants us to stay out of trouble, but we need to find your friend. If only you found a sword, then you could show those monsters.
So, let's start looking around for a sword. And the first place I'm going to look is this suspicious little cave here. Let's head inside.
Grandpa used this cave as a storehouse. I think I remember Grandpa storing a sword back there. Now, how to get this door open? I remember he cracks open the door by writing a number on that sign. I think he says it's the number of palm trees on that beach. Sneaky.
So, indeed, keep your hands off my things. Please ask first. Oh, shush. Absolutely not. Let's try 3. Nope. We should probably go and actually investigate this. Let's head down to the beach. So, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that ain't a palm tree. So, 7 total. Let's head back to the cave. Oh, let's try this. 7. Wonderful. And indeed, there is a chest here with... Well, let's open the chest first and then I'll check that thing. You got Osh's sword! Tap an enemy or slide the stylus on the touchscreen.
You found a sword! Ugh, we shouldn't tell Grandpa we're taking it. He'd worry himself sick. Good for us, though. Now we can defend ourselves against those monsters.
And you got a little notepad here as well that you can read. Using the sword, basics. Number 1. Use the stylus to swing your sword. Tapping and drawing lines quickly is the key to deft swordplay. Indeed, you can tap something to attack it. Oh, that's a bot. Or you can slide the stylus like that. So if you look at what Sealer's doing, you can see me going whoop, to kind of thrust. But tapping enemies or things that you want to attack in order to attack them is generally the fast way of doing it. Unfortunately here we're picking everything up, but I'll show you in a second with an enemy. You two are proving to be quite a handful. Isn't that my sword? What do you plan on doing with that?
Grandpa, I'm sorry, we just had to. We can't abandon his kidnapped friend. We can't wait for the bridge.
Yes, I understand, but I can't just let you go. Not without showing you how to handle that sword. I'll teach you how to handle it. Meet me at my house, Doctor. Doctor, so you have a sword. Then even the best swords can be bad. If mishandled, that is. So I must teach you the basics of swordplay. This is the Link from Wind Waker. He's a fucking hero of winds. I'm pretty sure he knows how to use a sword, but not with a touchscreen, I guess. So there we go. Let's begin with the targeted attack. I'm going to bring out some targets for sword practice. Far safer than real foes. Just tap a target to lock on and close in for the attack. Try it now. So yeah, tap on them, and you basically do like a jump strike towards them. Very handy. Excellent. The target attack is the most basic of attacks. Use it well. Now for the side slash. When you find it hard to lock onto enemies, use the side slash instead. Just sketch a line that divides you and your target to slash at it. This move requires little practice. Simply sketch to slash. So yeah, we go up and then we just go whap. So yeah, you're basically just drawing a line towards it and you'll kind of thrust at it. Perfect. But it looks like you fully understand the side slash. You can also use it to slash several things at once. Remember it well. And finally we have the spin attack. I never used this, but there we go. Slide the stylus in a circle around yourself to spin attack, Doctor. So here we can go. There we go. Oh. Don't try out other moves. Hit the target with your spin attack. If you're having a hard time, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's a bit of an awkward one to set off without kind of accidentally running into us in a circle first. Oh, got both of them there. Superb! I can teach you nothing more. Now you must swim on your own as you venture out among the monsters. But if you do have any problems, return here and speak with me. Wonderful. With that, let's head north. So as you can see, we can target and tap these chews like that, but yeah, for like cutting grass or something like that is where the side slash is useful, because you can't target them in the same way. You can target this gossip stone though. Boing! Want to do a somersault? Scribble tiny circles at the very edges of your screen. Roll into that big tree there and see what shakes loose. Roll too much, however, and you'll get dizzy. Yes, if we're moving and we do a little... Oh, didn't do it there. You do a little circle on the edge of the screen is how you do a roll in this. It ain't the fastest way of moving, but it means you can hit things, he says. Whilst not managing to hit things. Come on. Whoop. There we go. We've knocked a red rupee out of that tree. The rupee economy is pretty fucked in this game. There are a lot of rupees around, and a lot of things are very expensive, so I'll be gathering them wherever I can. The good news is your wallet is functionally unlimited from the start. There's no wallet upgrade. You can just hold thousands, which is very handy. Here we go into the mountain passage, and this will test us a little bit more on the way through. This is a locked door. And indeed, we're not able to open it. Oh. But this is the classic Zelda thing of a locked door just needs a key, which can always be found, not always nearby, but often nearby. If we open this chest, you got a small key. Use it to open locked doors. Touch a door to open it. You can only use it once, and it appears at the bottom right of the upper screen there. Whenever anything changes, you can see there's that little marker on the screen showing us what's changed, which is quite cool. There's various chews here, which I'll just want to get out of the way. And got a locked door there, and we have some levers to pull. If we talk to this stone, not that stone block, if we want to go over here and talk to this stone block, pull the 4 levers in the correct order, or else. Well, let's not find out what the or else means. We will start by going to the left. If we look at this sign here, it says, tap a block to grab it, then tap the arrows that appear to move it. So we tap it, and then we move it with the arrows that way. Brilliant. In here there are some keys, and these are a little harder to target with the jump strike, but slashing works fine. When pulling the levers, first, second from the left. So we'll put that number 1 there. Brilliant.
Pulling 4 levers, where might those be, I wonder? Well, I bet this hint will come in handy. How about we write it down on our map? To do that, tap the there, we've already done that.
Yay for shortcuts indeed. Yeah, everything that's the D-pad, which I'm using with my left hand, you can use on the kind of 4 face buttons on the right. You can hold this, obviously if you're left-handed, you will hold the stylus in your left hand, whereas obviously I'm holding it in the right, because I'm right-handed. So the D-pad is the shortcuts for me. We'll find out what the other shortcuts do in time. There's a chest here which contains 20 quid. Nice. And then what does this say? When pulling the levers, second is... Right, let's try this. Second is first on the left. So that's second. And last is second from the right. So it's 4. Which means presumably that one is 3. Right, let's go and pull them in order. So, number 1. Number 2. Number 3. And... number 4. I still don't know what the or else is. I honestly cannot remember, but there we go, small key. So with that, we open and proceed upstairs. One of the criticisms I do of this game, and I'll talk about it a little more as we go on, by and large, the music is not great. It's pretty uninspired, and there's like 5 tracks which are repeated over and over again. So be aware of that. So here we've got a rat which comes out, if you look at the top screen, you can see he comes out with a key, and he tries to run between these 2 rat holes. And whenever he's out and about moving, you can see where he is from the key, but if you get too close to him, he just moves back into the rat hole. So, the way we need to handle this is... push this block in the way, and then we will successfully lock one of the options. This basically means now there's only one place he can come out of and go to. So, he'll come out there, and we need to let him go, and then we corner him. Come on. There we go. Now he goes that way, and now we go and corner him, because he can't get in that way, and then, whooah! Shiv him. I said shank and shiv at the same time there. And that gets us our second small key, which allows us to proceed even further through this surprisingly long cave. Right, let's stab this keys. I always want to call... I've mentioned this in other stuff. I always want to call a singular keys a koos. But I believe that's not how it goes. I'm killing a load of enemies, but actually there's not really much need to. But it is kind of fun, and it's worth getting used to how the swordplay works in this. Because it is rather important as we go on. I was really hoping I could nail him with that box. Box? Rock, but apparently not. Well, there's no more there. Cool, let's head outside. That was correct about where this led to, by the way. Look at that.
We made it to the port. It's so much further to walk when the bridge is out. Now we're here, let's look up Linebeck. I've met him once or twice. Can't say I care for him. He's an awfully big talker for such a big cuckoo. Okay, let's head up to the port.
Which is over there. And that will be next episode. So thank you very much for watching. We've seen Tetra be kidnapped, and we've kind of woken up on this strange island, and we're going to have a look for further, well, at least with the ghost ship, with Captain Linebeck next episode. Hope you'll join me then. Thank you very much, and good day.